Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me for this little mini crafty session. So I've been tagged in the Tag Your It challenge. You've probably seen it going around various channels the last few days. I was tagged by VanAntwerp to make her, she was calling it the Quadruple Triangle Pocket, I think. And basically what she's come up with is this triangle corner pocket, which becomes 4 pockets in one. Now, this is my prototype because it was new to me, so I wanted to give a little bit of a practice before doing one on video. And so this was what I came up with as my prototype for it. Now, I don't think I followed her correctly because mine actually came out as 3 pockets, so I might have done it a little bit wrong. But basically, she had a pocket here in the back. There's a little pocket just here. If I can get my tag in, there you go. Just there, can you see that? Yeah. And then a little baby pocket in the front. And then she had one in the side just here as well. But I think this one, my prototype, came out as 3 pockets. But it was really good fun. So I thought I would pop the camera on and have a go at making one of these. Maybe following her video a little bit better than I did on this one. But yeah, this one I went with spring colours. So how pretty is that? So I'll show you basically how she did it. So I will link her video below so you can see how she has done it for proper. This is just me following her video as best I can for the challenge. And you know, you guys know me, I love a challenge, don't I? So okay, so she started with a relatively normal sized book page, but maybe on the slightly bigger side. So this is the one that I'm going to use. So it's just shy of 5.5 inches by 8.5, that sort of size. So, you know, average book size, but, you know, possibly, you know, a little bit bigger. So then we tear or cut in half. Just going to use the words to go straight. Okay. And then you take one of the pieces and I'm just trying to decide which side to go for. I don't think it necessarily matters because I'm going to cover mine up completely anyway, because this book page is talking about meat and stuff, and I don't think anyone really wants to read that in a journal, do they? But yeah, I have linked, if I didn't already say, I've linked Tammy's video down below so you can see how she did it. This is just my sort of take on the challenge, really. So once you've got that torn or cut down, you should end up with your vague triangle shape. If you've got any like overhang, you could just cut that piece off. So I'm going to do that on this one because I haven't got too straight. There we go. So you start with this. Now, let me just get my prototype out. So my prototype, I think I glued this whole bit down because my book pages are they're not the strongest, if I'm completely honest. This one feels okay. So I'm thinking I'm going to keep it open and then just glue the bottom of it closed. Hopefully my glue will come out today. There we go. Yeah, sorry if you can hear the wind and the rain. If you didn't know, I'm sure you have heard already. And I'm just going to glue actually this top bit here just to give it a bit of strength. Okay, and I'm going to put that to one side for now. I'm not going to decorate it just yet because I just want that glue to take. Okay, and then we do the next triangle. So I'm trying to remember which way round it goes. Is that the next size down? I think this is the next size down. So you take your offcut that came off of this triangle to give you your next size down, I suppose. Yeah, I think I stopped in the middle of my sentence just then. But yeah, if you can hear any wind and rain, I'm really sorry, but the UK is just, yeah, we're being battered by storms at the moment, which is nothing compared to other countries perhaps, but for us it's, you know, we're not used to this kind of weather. It's completely abnormal to us. You know, we get storms and stuff, but yeah, this apparently Storm Eunice has been like the worst storm in something like 3 decades that we've had here in the UK, which, I mean, that's got to be my whole life, right? So, okay, so then we have this triangle, which as you can see is, you know, fits within your first triangle. Now for me, I'm going to grab a glue page and glue this one closed completely with my glue stick, just to, for me, just to make sure that these pages are nicely strong enough for slipping things in and out of little pockets and things. So if we have that. Please excuse any words you can read on these. As I say, it's talking about meat and stuff, but we're gonna cover that up. So just forgive it for a moment, please. Okay, so then you have your offcut from the second triangle. I believe this one is. So we fold that into a triangle shape, and then we fold that one in half to give us an itty bitty little triangle. And then we cut this one in half. I suppose it doesn't really matter which way round it goes, but that one looks a little bit neater. Just checking it's actually a triangle shape. So yeah, if this is only my second attempt at doing this, you know, for the challenge. So if you want to see how it's really done, go check out Tammy's video, because you'll probably get a lot more value from that video than what you're seeing today. But yeah, I just wanted to give it a go. You know, I love a challenge, and I think this is a really cool idea that Tammy's come up with. I think mine has turned out different from my first one, size-wise, even though I've used the same book pages, so I must have done it differently. Because this one just looks actually really, really tiny. Doesn't it? Do you think it matters? I mean, you're only going to slip like little tickets in there, so I'm just going to go with it. And I'm using scraps anyway, so I'm not so bothered. So I've raided my scrap bin. Let's just put the lid on that for a second. And so if we just check where our pockets are, so we've got the big one in the back, we've got this one here, and we'll have this one there. And then this big triangle is actually open in the side there as well. Can you see it? So yeah, I will keep doing that because I need to remind myself where the pockets are. Okay, oops, lose my triangle. Right, so how shall we decorate these up? So as you can see in my prototype, I'm just using some colourful book page. This one is for my spring journal actually, so I want to do slightly different colours for this one because I think I would only use 1 or 2 in a journal and all of that sort of stuff. I suppose really I could do it going that way. Maybe. But that kind of confuses my brain, so let's just stick with what she did. Okay, so I want to do a pink and a purple one, I think. And I'm wondering if this is going to be big enough for this. I think it will be, so possibly pink on the top. And the next triangle, I wanted to use some of this this sort of like pretty book page text, but I don't know if that's a waste because you won't see much of this second triangle, will you? Let's just see what we get. Yeah, it's not quite big enough, so we'll say no to that one. Could use this one. This is some Edith Holden as well. So that would give us some pink and some purple maybe. Or could be this one. That's quite pretty. Yes, we'll go with that one. And the back piece, So we've got pink and purple. Maybe we could go with, no, that doesn't quite go. That's more spring-like, isn't it? I think that's maybe too brown. Maybe this one. I think that one would be nice. So we'll go with that. Right, so let's start with the teeny tiny little one. So we need our glue page back again. Sorry if this video seems a little bit all over the place. It's just, yeah, it's a new pocket, a new challenge, and I'm not totally sure what I'm doing, but we're going to make it work, aren't we? I suppose it doesn't really matter which way around this goes. Go with that then. So yeah, I'm just using glue stick just to keep it nice and easy. And then if we stick, I want some of the pink, so let's stick it about here. Okay. And then just grab off our excess. I can use these in the next one. Oop, don't cut through your triangle. Okay. So you have to excuse me for not talking as much as I normally do, she says. I mean, I'm probably still talking more than the average person, but yeah, I'm not talking a huge amount. There we are, we got the foxgloves. Because my throat is still, for those of you who don't know, my throat has been very, very sore this week. So I thought I would just come on and do a small, short video, really just to get me back into it, and also just to say hi. And yeah, just get me back into everything, and but just take it easy as best I can. Right, so we don't want it to be upside down, do we? So it's gonna have to be. Don't know. Just gonna go with it. See what happens. There we go. You can always add extra decoration to these as well once you're finished. So in my case for this one, I added this little butterfly and the word sunshine. Just something small to go on the front. Again, you don't want to get in the way of the pockets and such like, so you only want something small, but and you don't even have to, you know, maybe you've got book pages that you're really happy with. There we go. So it's not quite the right way, but I don't think it really matters. I mean, can you really tell what that is other than some purple flowers? So I think that's okay. And then we've got the last one, which has our pocket in. Now for Tammy's, just gonna use a new glue sheet. For Tammy's, she did little like thumb holes in them. I tried that myself, but I didn't like how it was looking with my book pages, so I decided not to for these. Again, just want to get the pink in more than anything, so let's go for about there. Just press that down. Okay. Yeah, I haven't really crafted all week either, unfortunately. Spent most of this week in bed, to be honest, and then unfortunately I passed my bug on to my husband. Yeah, so I'm coming out of the. I'm okay now, apart from just a slight tickle. But he's yeah, he's coming to the worst of it now. So oops. But you know, these things happen, don't they? And you just got to go with it, really. Okay. Okay, so I've just inked around everything, and I have this little bit of a white space on this one where my illustration didn't quite match the size of my triangle. So I'm thinking I'm going to possibly put the second triangle more towards the corner, so that's disguised a little bit, rather than having them central. And I think that will be fine, so I'm just going to do it. So we want to glue our 2 little triangles on top, and my glue has clogged up a second. Okay, so we're just going on, oops, 2 sides with my wibbly wobbly glue in. I say that every time, and it's, yeah, I'm not getting any better at it. Okay. Don't know. One of my triangles isn't straight, I think. Don't suppose it matters that much, does it? Just as long as it's in there. Could always put some lace or something when I come to use these. And then this itty bitty little one, which would be useful, I think, for little tickets or something. Is what I would pop in there, I think, just some little tickets. Just me getting my glue everywhere as per usual. So then you have this one, this tiny little one, which is a little bit hard to get into for me. I think I've just got quite a thick tag there. And then in the side, there's one actually in the triangle, which, you know, without that thumbprint, without that thumb hole, probably is not as noticeable. But I don't know, there's something about secret pockets that I quite like. And if you had something poking out of there that had like a little tab on it, I think that would be okay. But you could add the thumb hole if you prefer that kind of a thing. Now for this one, I don't think I'm going to decorate it up because I don't want to cover those foxgloves really. This one was more sort of background type images, but I quite like the foxgloves. So I think I'm just going to leave it as that and see how we would to look on a page. Not necessarily this one, but we'll go with it. And yeah. Obviously, if you were going to have like a tab or something, it would need to come over a bit, wouldn't it? You know, if you were going to have something poking out there. So I might end up closing that up and just have the three triangles. So that was Tammy's challenge for me, was this, what was she calling it again? Quadruple triangle corner pocket. Something like that. Anyway, Tammy's video will be better than mine. Anyway, so that was Tammy's challenge for me, was to make these. So I've done that. Now I think I'm supposed to set a challenge for a couple of other people. I don't know, I might record it as a separate video, but just put these up on the same day, you know, a couple of hours apart or something. Or I might just put the 2 videos together. I'm just trying to decide what would be less confusing. But yeah, I think I need to look back at the video and just see. I might do them as separate videos just to keep it simple, I think, because my idea will be the challenge that I'm going to set somebody else for Tag Your It is going to be completely different again. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you like this idea. I think it's brilliant. So well done, Tammy, for coming up with this. And I think it's a great way, you know, one book page made each of these little triangles, and then from there you can just raid your scrap box and just, you know, find some colours that work together maybe. And yeah, just start building it up. And of course, if you want, you can add extra details. But anyway, I'll leave it there for now. And I'll come back and carry on the challenge, but with it being something else. So I'll speak to you soon. Thanks so much.